Welcome back to your regular scheduled program. Blockchain Bets here. Today I'm bringing you guys all the alpha. I haven't posted in a minute, but today I got 3 whitelists that you guys definitely need to get on. These projects are still super early, especially during this bear market that we've been in. I know you guys are trying to make some ETH. I want to make some ETH. Let's get into these projects. This whole video is going to be oriented to cute profile pictures. Right now we're in a bear market, so there's not a lot of projects that are kicking up, and the projects that do kick up have been ones that were being talked about before this whole bear market set in. For example, Murray was a project, a derivative of Azuki that I honestly thought was going to shit the bed, but ended up doing insanely well. So we take a look at Crayzillas. It's pretty much cute dinosaur profile picture, nothing more, nothing less. They somehow connect your Twitter account to their Crayzillas website, and from there, once you get authenticated, validated, you'll be able to see their website. The Discord is closed, so if you do want to get into this project, please turn notifications on. This project Crayzillas is founded by Crypto Crayons. It's 3 best friends building the Crayola of the metaverse. This is another project, but they're also the creators of Crayzilla. The team includes Jensen Tung, Velvet Mooncake, and OX Venusaur. Now, as for the artist and for the developer, there's not a lot of information on these two people. Unfortunately, I tried to dig deep. I couldn't really find anything more than just their Twitter accounts with a small amount of followers, but that doesn't matter. I know in this space to tell you guys, look for dox creators, look for people who have some type of background, LinkedIn, you can dox them. Sometimes there's just going to be normal people who are trying to get their foot into the NFT world by creating their very own project, and you might have to take the gamble of, do I trust these people? Do I want to mint their project? Do I want to buy into their idea of whatever they're trying to sell me? This is one of those projects. If we take a look at Jensen Tung, he's 975,000 on TikTok, 230,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, and he is the founder of Crayzillas and once again Crypto Crayons, that Twitter page that we were just on beforehand. He's doxed because he obviously has a YouTube. He has lifestyle, self-improvement, business videos. Pretty much he's been uploading for a very, very, very long time now. What I take out of this whole project, it might not be a long-term hold. You might want to get in quick flip. It depends what your financial situation is, whatever your game is, how you play this NFT market. Right now, a lot of projects are stale in the NFT space. Back in January, we saw if you minted a certain NFT project, it would literally 10x off the rip. Your 0.1 mint would literally go to a 1.5 ETH4. It was ridiculous. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that factors into why this NFT market is not doing well, in my opinion. But overall, I'm starting to see a bunch of profile picture projects starting to pop up, and I think that might provide a very good opportunity for you guys to get in, make some ETH, and get out. Once again, that's not financial advice. You do however you please. If you want a long-term hold, go for it. Talking about Crayzillas though, I do think that the fact that Jensen has 230,000 subscribers, even though they all might not be into NFTs, does provide some more room for growth and to get more people into the NFT market, into the NFT ecosystem. And I'm sure some of these people that are watching him actually might be in the NFTs themselves. So long story short, whenever you have a YouTuber who isn't really focused on NFT content, create their own project, just know that that project is still most likely going to sell out just based on the following that they have from their external social medias. So my overall thought process for Crayzillas: turn notifications on, trying to get into their Discord. It's private. It's followed by a bunch of people that I know in the space. It's not popping. This isn't no invisible friends by any means. We're in a bear market. It's going to be hard to pick up on some of those crazy projects, as there's going to be very, very few. I highly suggest taking a look at Crayzillas. I really think that it might provide a decent opportunity for you to make some ETH. So once again, talking about this whole profile picture meta narrative, keep in mind, there's been slow underlying new narrative of low cap supply projects. And from low cap, I literally mean anywhere from 333 to like 4,444. I believe that we're going to start seeing a new narrative of low cap supply projects, and that's for multiple reasons. One, I think it gives the opportunity for people to pull profit and make profits a lot easier when you're competing, when setting fours among 4,444 people versus 10,000, 7,000, 8,000 for that matter. If we take a look at their website, you're pretty much adopting a Froggy, which is this simple picture. Here is the team. We got JPEG Holdings, Mayan Mango, and Fonzie.eth. These people are not doxed. They do not have their LinkedIns. I can't really put a name to the face of their Twitter. The one thing that does reassure me is they both have cool cats. And when you have two people who have cool cats that are making a project, they are anonymously doxed, meaning even though you don't know who the real face are, the real person, you do know who owns these two cool cats. And from that, if any shady shit were to happen, people could, in the cool cats community, target out these two people, say, hey, what the hell did you guys just do? You guys just made this project, rug people, yada, yada, yada. 2 team members, founders, having cool cats really does reassure me. As for JPEG Holdings, I really couldn't find anything on him except for the fact that he's just been into NFTs for a little bit. Frequently asked questions, it's pretty much what you find on almost any other project. A lot of this is cookie cutter paste, But what is reassuring me is due to the fact of, one, it being low supply, 4,444, and a 0.03 Ethereum per frog mint. So that is extremely cheap in the grand scheme of almost any project we've seen. Even though if you don't believe in this project fully, the 0.03 ETH per frog mint, it's too good of a bargain to pass up, in my opinion, especially with all these developers and teams being extremely greedy and not really knowing exactly what the hell they're doing in this NFT space. The only reason I would probably get into Froggy Friends is due to this low market cap, as well as the very cheap mint price for this project overall. And if you like the artwork, hey man, it's also just a plus. But honestly, God, in bear markets, it's very hard to find those projects that you're going to long-term hold until you really dive into the community and figure out what their true intentions are, as well as what their overall idea roadmap is for their project. Because we're at the point in the NFT space right now where a lot of these projects are just copy and paste, and that's okay. I'm not saying that every project needs to be different, but the projects that do really succeed are going to be completely different than these cookie cutter NFT projects. My biggest problem with the NFT space right now, there's no new value or utility being brought. Like, all we've had so far are just profile pictures and 3D artwork. Those are like the three metas of successful NFTs so far that I've seen. I would like to see something new. Like, for example, Gary V's V Friends. Of course, people aren't going to be able to scale the way Gary V does, but he has his V Friends. Certain NFTs, if you own them, you have a 45-minute podcast with Gary V twice a year. You get to go courtside to a Knicks game with Gary V. Obviously, it's very hard to scale like that when you're not Gary V and or have the capital to do so. But I just really want to see new utility, new value being brought to the NFT space, because everything in the space right now is becoming very oversaturated. But it doesn't mean you can't make any gains. I'm not a financial advisor, but I still think there's room to make ETH, make profits, no matter where you look. It's just how you have to look. Following this profile picture, this low supply, we're going to be talking about Embers. My thoughts on derivative projects now are so conflicted, because I hate them because I think they're ripoffs of good projects, but my shitty luck, they actually end up doing well sometimes. So I'm very conflicted on if I ever like show you guys like good derivative projects or like derivative projects in general versus if I don't. So from now on, I'm just going to put them onto your radar, but you guys make the analysis yourselves. Only reason I'm throwing Embers on your radar, I honestly completely believe that it's just Doodle's ripoff. The Murray came out like 2 days ago, and it literally was an Azuki ripoff, but the floor was 0.69 ETH. So like I said, profit's profit, ETH is ETH. So from now on, just for the sake of myself and for the sake of you guys, I'm just going to throw derivatives your way, and you guys just make the analysis yourself if you guys do want to get into those projects or not. Embers is very cookie cutter, copy and paste. A lot of these projects right now are going to be like that. So don't get mad at me for showing you copy and paste projects. That's just the way it's going right now. 5,555 animated Embers living on the core of the blockchain. Pre-sales March 26th, and their public sales March 27th. If we take a look at their website, eye-catching, pretty good. I really think it's just Doodle's derivative, but I'm gonna throw it your way anyways. About Embers are a collection of 5,555 burning hot NFTs living on the core of the blockchain. I really enjoy this, and not a lot of projects do this off the rip. Just saying how they're going to be graded rarity wise, how you're gonna get number 1 out of the 5,555 in the collection, and that's gonna be based off of the face, their hats, their clothes, their flame, and their background. This is just a roadmap. 10 Ember NFTs will be given away when the official Embers NFT Discord server reaches 10,000 members. 5% funds go into a community wallet. We see this all the time. DAO system, we see and talk about DAOs, but hopefully we can actually see a successful one implemented with this project. Collaborations, one aspect of NFTs that I haven't seen in this space yet, and I really think has to be done, is blue chip or just projects in general collaborating with each other and creating, one, a new offset NFT project, or two, creating airdrops between the two projects to be airdropped to their holders. I really think the collaborations between successful projects in the space has not been tapped in the absolute slightest. Complete side note, like, keep an eye out on collaborations. If you're a part of some blue chip community or community for that matter, I genuinely believe you can capitalize on this idea of collaborating with other established NFT projects. Don't go collaborating with some project that has literally like no traction. I really think the collaboration aspect of the NFT space hasn't been touched in the absolute slightest. We also see that they have staking. Bullshit. Yeah, everyone talks about staking. They do have $50,000 that are going to be donated to Red Cross or some other type of charity. So pretty much our whitelist members are going to be able to mint for 0.1 ETH. and then the public sale will be a Dutch auction that will decrease from 0.3 ETH to a minimum of 0.15 ETH. Dutch auctions are super greedy and super cash grabby. I hate them. The only successful Dutch auction literally ever was Gary V's V Friends back in May 2021. In my opinion, now they're just complete cash grabs that pretty much induce FOMO, hinder people's decisions to buy an NFT or buy into a project because FOMO takes over, and then when you ride the space off your emotions, it's just a roller coaster for disaster. Just keep in mind, if you are going to hop in on this, just let this go to 0.15, and then if not, just buy off of secondary, because odds are this floor is going to go down. Don't take my word for that, but majority of the time, that's what ends up happening. We've seen it with Pixelmon, we saw it with Troverse. People will FOMO in at the highest price only for the floor to go to literally minimum buy-in or maybe a little bit below. We have their team. Unfortunately, you really can't find anything on this team. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not 100% confident. I've been wrong about derivatives before, so I just want to throw it your way. This, you're really going to have to take a gamble and hop into their Discord, Twitter, see what's up, really dive into their community. Just off the rip, a couple things that I don't like is once again the Dutch auction, and their cookie cutter paste roadmap, which every other project's doing right now, so I can't really say that. This decision to buy into this project comes down to you. All these projects just comes down to you and your research. I'm throwing them onto your plate. I always say that. I'm just throwing it onto your radar. Overall, I think Embers might be a decent possibility, decent opportunity. If you do your research, dive in. I've been wrong about derivatives, so I just want to let you guys know about it. That is all I have for you guys in today's video. Listen, we're in a bear market right now, and I don't think this is like a true bear market of like NFTs. And to be quite honest, I don't know if we're actually ever going to see a true bear market. Maybe with everything going on in the world right now, like inflation's so high in the US, interest rates might go back up tomorrow, Wednesday the 16th. So there's a lot of uncertain factors that I can't really account for, nor can like the community or the world itself. The only reason I say I don't think we're going to see a true NFT bear market is just due to the fact of how early we are in all of this, and there's so much utility and values that haven't even been thought up yet. Like for example, how I was talking about the collaborations, like I don't think anyone has capitalized on that. And how I said there's only been like 3 main metas, like profile pictures, play to earn, and 3D art. There's going to be so many different types of NFTs and genres. Right now, I think the market's just becoming a little bit oversaturated. The creativity aspect of it is not entirely there. And with that being said, we're just going to need more people to join the NFT community ecosystem to come up with these great, awesome ideas to really accelerate beyond those 3 main genres of NFTs that I just talked about. These projects fit this little cute profile picture narrative. In my next video, I'm actually going to be talking about like super low cap NFT projects, as I think that is going to be a meta we're going to be seeing. A couple reasons for that, but I'll get into that in the next video. If you guys would so kindly follow me on Twitter, I post on my Twitter every day, all the time. If you want all the alpha, like sees it first, link for it's going to be in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit me with a like, hit me with that sub button, turn those notifications on so you guys get updated every time that I upload onto YouTube. And I always say don't have paper hands, always have diamond hands. But honestly, I'm not going to be a diamond hand maxi, because I'm not going to be one of those people that say hodl, hodl, hodl. Because people that tell you that only want to see their bags go up. And sometimes you need to take your profits because you want to put your money somewhere else and invest in other people and other ideas. So in that sense, you guys do you. You guys make decisions based off of you. For y'all alpha, once again, hit me up on Twitter. That's all I got for you guys. Yeah, that's all I got. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you on Twitter. Peace? Yeah, peace. Catch you.